All right, so my name is Christopher Perez. I'm the Student Activities Coordinator here at Compton College. I do have two colleagues of mine who will be helping me kind of moderate this whole session. So I'm going to turn it over to them so they can introduce themselves.
Hello, everyone. Andre Pacheco, Director of Student Development and Athletics.
Heather Parnock, Director of Community Relations.
All right, thank you both. So they're going to be helping me with moderating today. So we're going to give you some instructions a little bit later as far as the format on how we're going to ask the questions for Dr. Curry. But since he is here, I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Curry so he can introduce himself and we can get started.
Since I am here, my name is Keith Curry, President CEO of Compton College. I've been the CEO since March of 2011 and the president since became accredited on June 7th, 2017. I'm excited about the opportunity to be here today to talk to you a little bit about Compton College, provide some updates, and I'm excited. So one thing I have about 6 bullets that I want to provide some updates on, and then I will open up for questions from the students. First things first, I'm excited. June 12th, 2020 at 11 o'clock a.m. we have our virtual commencement ceremony. I'm excited about that event that's going to be happening. It's very important for the students who are verified graduates. You should have received an email with information regarding the virtual commencement ceremony, including instructions on how to submit your 5 to 10-second video or photo. And I would tell you, the staff are really on top of the video and the photo. Please follow the guidelines that they sent out regards to your video. But we're excited about that. It's going to be a nice day, and we have some surprises regards to who's going to be included in the video. Summer registration is started. We started summer registration on Tuesday, May 26th. We had over, I think it was close to 10 classes that were full on the first day. I looked at the enrollment numbers. I'm about to send an email out to the campus. Enrollment is picking up. We're about 30% fill rate. Yesterday was at 25%. We have about 1,700 seats filled, 254 FTS. The reason why I bring that out, if you have not registered, or if you know somebody need to register, they need to register now because classes are filling up very fast. And so please let people know about that. You also can make an appointment with your counselors online. You can meet with counselors through chat. The student services departments are open till 6:30 p.m. Also, don't forget to fill out your FAFSA application. It's very important that you apply for federal financial aid. We gave out CARES Act dollars, some CARES Act last week. Over 600 students received that. We have more students receiving that. It's about $350 checks for CARES Act. But you have to be a Title IV participant. And that's why it's very important that you fill out your application for federal financial aid. We're continuing to provide services online through August 14th, 2020. We're still trying to develop our plan for our eventual return to campus and what that looks like. As most people know, for fall semester, our class will be offered, majority of our class will be offered online. We're still working through the career technical education courses such as automotive body repair, welding, cosmetology, nursing, and how those courses will be able to be offered on campus with social distancing. So we're still trying to work those through because we have students who need to complete those programs, and we can't offer the program fully online. So we will be bringing those programs back on campus. And also we're working through athletics as well, of how do you offer athletics at Compton. We offer physical education courses online. However, we're looking at offering some of our athletic courses on campus, and we're trying to figure that out and work with the California Community College Athletic Association in regards to what's going to happen this fall for athletic sports. The registration for fall begins on June 9th. So summer registration already begun. Fall registration begins on June 9th. So please make sure you register. Laptops, Wi-Fi, hotspots, and also free meals are still available to students who are currently enrolled. We haven't looked at the plan for the free meals for the summer, and that has to do with our budget with student equity and achievement. That budget got cut by 15%, which is about $350,000. So we're still working through the budget, so we should know more in the next couple of weeks regards to what's going to be available in regards to for food for the summer. The laptops and also Wi-Fi hotspots are available. Students guys continue to be enrolled. So if you're currently enrolled now, you have staff sent the email out regards to be able to utilize your laptop for the summer. But we're also going to be having we have additional laptops available for students. Also, too, just so you know, as you go through finals, our tutoring center is offering, our student success center is offering tutoring through Zoom. Check it out. It's available online. I gotta give the staff a lot of credit for the work that they have done the last couple of months in regards to moving all of our services online for our students. And so please take advantage of all the services that we have for students that are available. And I'm also excited about being here today to chat with you. Last month was a great time that we had to be able to have a conversation. After that meeting, we sent an email out to all the faculty regards to making sure that they're available for the students. That was a follow-up from this meeting. And so we are listening to you. And if you have any recommendations, we're trying to implement as much as possible, but we're listening to you as we move forward. So I'm going to open up to questions.
All right, thank you, Dr. Curry. So as you can see, everybody should be able to see in front of you our sort of our question format. What we want to stress to everybody is we want to have everybody obviously get a chance to speak and ask questions, but for now, just due to time, we want to limit to 1 to 2 questions each. And if you want to ask a question, what we're asking you to do is please enter in the chat, I have a question, and make sure that it's set to everyone so that everyone can see it. That way we know, and also you know, kind of what the order is going to be when it comes to asking questions. We'll go through that entire list, and then once that list is done, then we'll go back to the people who had already asked a question so they can ask any follow-ups. So without further ado, we'll turn it over. And if you want to go and put in chat that I have a question, and then we will start off the top of the list, and then we will go from there.
No questions? You gotta be kidding me. Oh, there's a chat.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah, Zeke, if you want to go ahead and unmute yourself, then you can ask your question.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, that would be me. All right, peace and blessings to you. All right, how you doing? Good to see you doing in good spirits. I'll jump right on into it. I'm kind of curious. Will we be receiving those the diploma, the folder or file for it, and then the tassel before the deadline to submit the pictures?
I don't know. So here's the deal. This is what's happening. So most of the stuff is at the mail house, and so we're still waiting on the diploma cover. It's supposed to come in today or yesterday, and I don't know if that happened yet. But everything's supposed to be shipped out before the end of this week to get to you before June 12th. So I doubt it'll make it before the video, but we're trying. So you get the program, you get the tassel, and you get the diploma cover.
All right, that'll work. Yeah, that was it. I was just checking on that, to wondering if it would be done before, because I was going to use that in the pictures. And then, but if not, then it's all to the good.
But you only got 5 to 10 minutes. 5 to 10 seconds.
Yeah, I know. There's just that, just like, hey, but if it makes it cool, if not, I was just curious because I know the deadline is I think the 31st for us to get
Sunday.
that. Right.
Sunday. And I gotta tell you, the staff, I call them my staff all the time, but Heather Parnock and also Andre Pacheco regards to graduation and the mission record staff. When we first said we're gonna do a virtual graduation, people were like, oh, what does that mean, right? And so we're actually putting together a nice video, but we're trying to get students engagement as well. So I'm excited about what's happening. It's a little bit more work to pull this off, but we want to recognize you for your hard work. One of these we're working on right now is we're getting the lawn signs. And so more information come out on that in a couple of days regards to, it just basically says, I think it said class of 2020, graduating for your lawn sign for Compton College. And so the staff prepared that for our graduates. And so that's one of the new things that we added to this. And so we want to make sure that you know that we appreciate you as graduates, and you also have the opportunity for your family members to recognize you. So we're trying new different ways to make sure, because it's not the same, right, as the commencement ceremony, but we're trying to make sure that the students know that we appreciate them, that we appreciate you, but then also, too, you know that you can participate in graduation in 2021 as well.
Absolutely. Thank you. Appreciate it.
No problem.
All right, thank you, Zeke. Our next question is Yedis Menon. I'm sure I said that wrong, and I apologize.
It's okay, Yeti.
Yeti, thank you.
Yeah. I got the money for the CARE Act. Well, I got a bank mobile saying that my money is going to be deposited. So thank you for remember on the last meeting you said about the CARE Act funding. So I got an email this morning. So I want to thank the president.
Thank the staff. Thank Keith Cobb and the financial aid staff All we did was set the policy regards to the CARES Act. And majority of our CARES Act funding, we get about $2.4 million, 2.5 million. About $2 million of that is going towards student programs and support students. And so we want to make sure we put money in students' pockets. And we spread it out, the CARES Act funding, so we can be able to provide aid each semester. And that's why I'm telling students now, it's very important to continue to apply for federal financial aid, because the only students that are eligible to receive the CARES Act funding have to be Title IV eligible students. Title IV eligible means you submitted a financial aid application. That's why I started off with that. But the staff did the work, and I'm really excited about what we have done.
Yeah, thank you. Also, I was wondering, I know I'm going to graduate, like for pictures at college, when do you think, I want to take pictures at Compton, but when do you think, or later, I don't know, take pictures at Compton, you know, for memory?
I don't know when that could happen. Right now, we're telecommuting we have employees on campus. We don't have to open to students. We do know that this summer we're trying to figure out now regards to scheduling for some of our CTE programs. Students still need to complete some hours. So we're trying to figure that out. So I can't make a commitment regards to when we can have students come on campus to take pictures. That's something we have to figure out the whole process for that. But I'm committed to trying to figure something out. Worst case, yeah, we can let us get back to you on that. And I just don't know what the answer is right now.
Okay, thank you. That's it.
All right, thank you, Yeti. Our next one is Cecilia A.
Yes, hello, President. I really haven't met you. This is the first time. I had a question in regards about the summer classes you were talking about. You said that they will be online, and I was wondering, would it be like in Zoom meeting with the professors, or would it just like you jump in on the computer and log in at any time and complete the work?
Most of the classes that we have are being ran through Canvas and the Zoom. And so if you look at the class schedule, it tells you exactly what time those classes will be offered. And so you have some that are just strictly online, and you also have some that are online through Zoom with the faculty member teaching class.
And for instance, how would we know that it would be like, oh, you have to go in Zoom and meet with the professor?
So what happens is once you register, so if you look at your class schedule, if you see the trick of it all, if you see the class that has a time on it, that means you know it's going to be ran online, and it's going to be ran online through Zoom or through some other type of communication. Our preferred is through Zoom, or Zoom through Canvas.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you, Cecilia. Next one we have is Tracy.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for allowing me to speak. I didn't catch the first meeting, so please forgive me if I'm repeating myself, but Yeti did just speak on one of the questions I had regarding can you hear me okay?
I can hear you great.
Okay, great. Yeti did just speak on the bank mobile disbursement. I also received EOP&S. Is that a difference between a different disbursement between EOP&S? Is that separate or the same?
It's separate. The CARES Act fund is separate from the EOPS.
Okay. Okay, so I should be expecting something from EOP&S as well as CARE?
Yeah, the EOPS contact you regards to a potential payment?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, so it's separate. It's separate
Awesome.
from the CARES Act.
Awesome. And my next question was about the help desk. Because I have been trying to knock on the door of counselors and get in touch with counselors, I was not allowed access when it asks you about the password and email address. It's not allowing me to enter anything. It's saying that is already taken, the name is already taken, that is not valid. So I just wanted some feedback on that, and how could I get
Is
through
that
to
through
a
when you're trying to get an appointment with a counselor?
Yes.
That's not taken as valid? Okay,
Right.
so do me a favor. Can you send through the chat your information to Chris Perez? And then Chris Perez will follow up and give it to our MIS department for the help desk,
Okay.
so they can be able to contact you directly.
Thank you so
But
much.
through the chat, put your name as a private message to Christopher Perez, and then Chris Perez can be able to follow back up with the MIS department.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Dr. Curry.
No
And
problem.
you also, real quick, know my nephew, Tyrone Reed. I don't know if you remember him, but he told me to tell you hello.
Tell him I said hello. I know exactly what
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Tracy. Our next person, Andre Tony.
Yes, good morning. My question is, I was having problems this weekend logging into the Compton EDU website, logged me out, and I didn't have my password to do my tests or to turn in assignments and stuff. Had to wait to Tuesday because everything was down for the weekend. When we have, but I was trying to reach my professors. So one professor did reach back to me, but the other professor, he don't ever check his emails or contact students or anything. The whole class is having the same problem of reaching out to the professor and him returning the emails responses. So how do we remedy the fact of trying to contact the professors or the department that the professor is in?
Okay, so what we did was we sent out emails to the faculty in regards to making sure people stay in contact with their faculty, stay in contact with their students. If you can put your information in chat and do a message to Chris Perez, we can be able to follow back up.
Okay, thank you.
Because I don't want to talk about the professor right now in the public forum. I think it's best that we are able to get the information. We can follow back up with you directly regards to your question to assure that you get the answer that you're looking for.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Andre. Next person we have is Willie Lee.
Good morning, everybody. Dr. Curry, so as of my last meeting, not being a student trustee no more. So what day do I turn my laptop in, my work laptop in to you?
So, Trustee Lee, you're still the student trustee until the 31st of this month. So you can have the laptop until next week, and then we'll contact you, but you're still student trustee until the 31st of this month.
Okay. Another question is, so no other questions. That's it. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Willie. And we have is Benson Atkins.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, Dr. Curry. The first question.
So Benson, before you ask your question, I want to make sure people know I was at a conference a couple months ago, like when I had a chance to go to conferences, and I was there, and I would tell you, I had to come in. I went to a workshop, and Benson was there. Like, he took care of me. He made sure I had water. He made sure I was okay. Whatever I needed, Benson took care of me that day. I never had a chance to say publicly to Benson for taking care of me while I was in Orange County for a conference. I want to make sure you know I appreciate you for taking care of me. Thank you, Benson. Now you can ask a question.
Yeah, anytime, sir. Two questions. The first one, I wanted to ask regarding of the reopening of Compton College. I know that some of the colleges are opening up. Did you ever get the date of when we're going to reopen from the from Sacramento and also from the community college superintendent?
So the reopening is it's a local decision that the college is there's a local decision that the college is going to be making. Our goal right now is we have faculty and staff who are telecommuting through August 14th. We're looking at our employee schedules, regards to some employees coming back sooner than that. Looking at beginning some individuals coming in June. But the key to this all is that right now we don't know when students will be able to be on campus, and we're trying to figure that out. But we do have some career technical education programs where we know that students have to be on campus, and we're trying to work through that. I actually am following back up with the county regards to some guidance regards to offering those programs on our site. So we're trying to figure this out. So there's no definite date of when students will be back on campus. We really don't know, and we're seeking guidance. So we're receiving guidance from the chancellor's office in Sacramento, and we're also seeking guidance from the Los Angeles County Public Health Department. So we don't know, because we're trying to figure this out. But the key right now is to make sure we keep everyone safe.
Okay, great. That's one question. And also, too, I dropped off my equipment today, and I was very, very impressed how the work is doing on the campus, and I'm so happy to be back part of the Compton family, and I'm looking forward for the new Compton to look good. But I want to take the time and thank everybody for having me back home at Compton College. And my last question is the status. Let me see. The status of the gym. Is the gym getting replaced too, or that gonna be on the later dates?
So just let me give you a little bit of an update. We have 3 construction projects in construction right now. We have Instructional Building 1 and also Instructional Building 2. And since everyone's been gone, we have demolished the old library and we're in construction for a new student services building. Our goal is for those 3 projects to be completed during the 2021-2022 year. So we're really excited about that. 3 major buildings that be open during that year. And then in the governor's January budget and also in the May revised included funding for a new physical education complex, which includes a gym. So the next year or so, we'll be working on the planning for that and hopefully be in construction within the next year and a half, 2 years. But that's a new project for Compton Community College District. So basically, you're going to see 4 new buildings over the next 3 to 4 years.
All right.
Which is significant.
Great. Thank you for your time, Mr. President. At this time, I turn the floor back over to Mr. Perez. Mr. Perez, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Benson. I appreciate it. The next person we have is Angelica Chavez.
Hi, Dr. Curry.
How you doing?
I have a question about the Wi-Fi hotspots. I haven't received any information. I applied for one on April the 29th. I followed up twice, and I've been told that they're working on it. But it is May 28th. We're heading into finals. I don't have reliable service at home. Is there anything that we can do to speed the process up?
I don't know the status of where students. I know they submitted a list and it was going through their process. I don't know what happened, especially in your case, but we can follow back up specifically in regards to yours. Has anyone on this call received the Wi-Fi hotspots?
I received mine yesterday.
Okay.
No, either. I didn't get one either, Dr. Curry.
And you applied for it as well?
No, I didn't know how to do it.
Okay, so we sent the email to students about signing up for the Wi-Fi hotspots, and so we went through the contract process with the Foundation for California Community Colleges. So the thing was, we had people start signing up before we had the contract executed. We had the contract executed. Once we got the contract executed, the Foundation for California Community Colleges is responsible for sending it out to students. So it took a little bit longer than we anticipated, but we probably should have sent out the notice early on about signing up, but we wanted to get the list together. So once everything was ready to go, we were ready to go. And so that's what's taken, but at least some people are receiving it. If you're registered for next semester or for summer, you'll be fine. You can continue to use the Wi-Fi hotspot. So who asked that last question? I want to make sure I got your name.
Angelica Chavez. It's just causing issues with taking exams, not having a reliable service. If you get kicked off, you have to essentially restart the exam, which isn't allowed. So it causes a lot of problems.
Okay, can you make sure you see Chris Perez's email address?
Yes.
So Chris Perez will follow back up with Tosha Williams with the student equity, and we can be able to follow back up regards to your Wi-Fi, but please send Chris Perez an email.
Okay, just to let you know, I have followed up twice with her. I was told that I would receive an email last week, and then I was told that I would receive it this week. It's Thursday, and I still have not heard back.
So send me an email. Send me an email at katecurry.compton.edu.
Will do. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Next person we have is Laura Perez.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, is that the only person who's hearing me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. If nobody, okay. Oh, that's good. Okay. I just wanted to make a comment. I guess the let me see, a couple semesters ago, when we first started going back, when we started the process of going back to Compton College, a lot of the students were asked, what can we improve? What can we change if we had the chance, if we could ask for something, what would we ask for to make it an improvement? And I don't think it really helped, but okay, well, my comment is, at that time, I was speaking to Dr. Woodworth. She was part of the committee to start all this stuff up. Okay, I told her my comment was that I would have liked to have had, like, a lot of us are older students, and I would like to have had like a support group or a workshop or something for the older students. I know that we have a lot. We have so much support in the school already. Yes, we do. For all the students, we have SRCs and the computer labs and the EOPs, and we have a lot. But I mean, it to measure up to having a extra support for the older people who want to come back to college. I struggled. I went through all these places back and forth. It took a lot of time because I was going from one place to this to this. But if I could go to one place with older people that understand what we're going through, I think that would improve the college a little bit.
I don't disagree. I think that's a good recommendation.
It wasn't a question or nothing. It's just a comment.
No, but I think it's a great comment. When you look at providing services online to all students, the non-traditional student population and the older population of students, you have to make sure you provide the services. I don't disagree. But when we went online, it happened due to COVID-19. And so as we move forward as an organization, we have to take into account that all of our students need to make sure that we need to provide training for all of our students, regardless of online education, and be prepared for that. That's a part of the normal thing that we do.
No, I'm not speaking. I'm sorry, I'm not speaking just about the COVID. I'm just speaking in general. I did a lot of semesters just there with no support, nobody to really understand where I was coming through as an older student. Everybody would come up to me, 19, 20 years old, and they weren't really understanding the way I was trying to learn.
No, I agree, and I think we need to do better at that. And so as we move forward with our implementation of guided pathways, I will make sure to talk to our faculty staff regards to how do we engage our older students on our campus and make sure that those students are able to receive information about the services we have. I think that's a great comment.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Laura. We appreciate that. Our next person is Kevin Quincy Jones.
That's a great name.
Hey, Dr. Curry, man. Good. How are you?
Doing all right.
If you had told me when I met with you in fall of 2019, when we had our Tuesday afternoon meeting, if you had told me that I would have all these semesters under my belt and this GPA, I would not have believed you on that day. But my question is, well, first of all, I want to tell you thank you for how you've been such a support on the campus and the changes that you're making and the leadership that you're providing. My question is, I just received an award, a scholarship, and I'm having trouble online through the Compton website. I'm having trouble accepting that award. The computer is not accepting my username and password. And I've been in contact with the financial aid office. I talked with Giselle. Giselle sent me some links to help me get logged in. So the first issue is that on my page, when I pulled up the page on my laptop, it doesn't show a tab that says my awards. And so I told Giselle that. And so Giselle sent me a couple of links. I clicked on the links, and then those links would not accept my username and password. And so I'm trying to accept the awards that the school has so graciously given me, but I don't know how.
And Kevin Quincy Jones, I wish I could tell you how to do this, but what I can tell you is that we will have our help desk and the staff try to work you through this, and I will have David Simmons, one of our IT staff, to work directly with you to try to figure out why it's not working.
Okay, that's great, and thank you so much for being like a mirror for me, something I can look into and see that for someone who is an older student, that there's still great success on the horizon.
You are already a success, and so congratulations on the scholarship. And you'll graduate when? In 1 year from now?
The website says 2022, but I only have 12 more units left to complete. So I'm thinking 2021 I'll be graduating.
What's your major?
I didn't hear you.
What's your major?
Communications.
There you go. Now you should be thinking about where you want to transfer to.
Yeah, I got three choices in mind. The practical choice is Cal State Dominguez. The favorite choice is USC, and the exciting choice is Princeton University.
I like the exciting choice.
Yeah, because the exciting choice, Princeton has free tuition because of their endowment.
I like the exciting choice.
Yeah, I was really thinking of that.
Go for it.
All right. Thank you, Professor.
Go for it. Next question.
All right, next question. Hilda, I saw that your hand is raised. Do you have a question for Dr. Curry? Maybe not. Yeah, so right now, just to remind everybody, if you do have a question for Dr. Curry, please put in chat that you have a question, and then we'll go off of that list. And really now the floor is open, so anybody that has a question, just please let us know.
Yes, Chris, this is Tracy again. I did agree with Laura Perez regarding the help, not just with online, but with student services regarding getting more older students to come to school. I've been returning to school back and forth since the 80s. So if I had thought of that sooner regarding getting some type of form together for that, that would be great. And I would love to be a part of it. So get in touch with me. I left you my information, Chris. So if you'd like to reach out to other people and get something started, I would like to be a part of it. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Tracy. We appreciate it. All right, any other questions, comments, concerns for Dr. Curry? All right, I'll give it a few seconds to let the chat fill up.
Since no one's saying anything, I did have another question, I think, not regarding the help desk, but the emails that we've been receiving, maybe some scams or anything that may be possibly not connected to the school. Like I received something regarding the Bank Mobile. I received something regarding jobs being posted. So if you have any comments on that, to make sure that we're receiving correct emails and not scams from someone else, that would be great to continue to keep us informed of.
Yeah, I think we will. And there has been scams that went through the email, so we sent a communication out to students, let you know that there were scams. But that happens. But what's important for us is to make sure students are checking their email on a regular basis, and you're receiving information from the college. And our staff, they're prolific with the emails. So we're trying to make sure we send as much information as possible to you to make sure no one is being left out. So please check your email. I recommend you check your email at least once a day from Compton College. And then we also post some information from spring and also COVID-19 on our webpage. So what we do is we send an email and then we post what we send out to all students on the website. But we encourage you to check your email on a regular basis.
Yeah, and that link that Dr. Curry talking about is in chat, and that's from Heather. So please check that link. That is sort of the information we're putting everything. So please check that. So we do have some questions now, so we're going to go back to that. And our next question is from Queen.
I just need probably like a point of clarification, I guess. We're all on campus and I know we've transitioned to like being online, but how will this affect like future ongoing events that we will have? So we know we can't have students necessarily come on campus. How will this affect like new student enrollment, new student orientation, and the numbers going into fall of 2020?
We're going to be providing a lot of these services online. So we're doing a summer bridge for new students this summer. That's going to be virtual. We're gonna look at our new student welcome day, having that virtually done. We have to figure out new ways to be able to communicate, provide services to students. Look at what we did today. This forum here with 29 students, the last one, we had a good number as well. We just have to figure out new ways to be able to communicate. But also too, it could be a part of our new way of living, of how we provide services to some of our students and be able to do some chats or Zoom meetings with students. It will be helpful. The more we can engage with students, the better. So I do miss the face-to-face, but we just have to adapt to this new environment for right now. And we're going to figure out new ways to communicate with our students. And we have to figure out new ways to provide events for our students through student activities, providing things online for our students. We have to figure out new ways.
And how will this affect like incoming high school students that potentially want to join like the community college realm instead of completely transferring over to like a 4-year? How will we be able to like reach out to like Carson, Compton, like Long Beach, and all these different central communities so we can have just about as much new student enrollment numbers as we had previously? Because I know the state and the government funds us on our student enrollment and student activity on campus. And even though we do have to transition to this online version or this online seminar and host these Zoom meetings, how can we get that information out to the potential students that would be kind of like our home high schools or our home feed-in schools or pipeline schools that we have in our surrounding community?
Yeah, so we have an outreach team that's involved with outreach on our campus, and the outreach team is, from my perspective, doing a good job. We have a director of enrollment services of educational partnerships. We have a coordinator for our Promise program. We also have two student service advisors who are involved in outreach at local high schools. So we're out there engaging with our local community, and they're doing a lot of orientations online. I was a part of an orientation this past weekend with Paramount Unified School District for our AB 288 dual enrollment program. We did that on Saturday. We had 34 students and their parents participate. So we're out there doing outreach and recruitment services now for our students, but we're doing everything remotely. We did a postcard that we send out to the graduates from Compton, Linwood, and Paramount Unified School District. And right now, we're sending out the class schedule for the summer to all the residents to their homes within the district. And we're also going to be sending out the class schedule for the fall to all the residents in their homes. So all the residents we're expecting people to start receiving the class schedule for summer sometime after June 5th. Someone asked a question, can we go to malls to set up with social distancing about the classes? We're not going to have staff out at the local malls providing information for the college, but what we're doing is we're trying to put information about the college directly at individuals' homes. And so in the past, we've sent postcards, but this year the decision was to send the class schedule, because you have people at home who are looking to go back to school, and receiving the schedule is helpful for them to start to consider that when they're making that decision.
Right. Thank you, Queen, for your question. And just to follow up, pretty much what was discussed is let us know also how can we help you all, right? We're all not students at Compton College, so we don't necessarily know the student experience, but let us know, even if it's ideas, comments, questions, anything like that. Help us start thinking of how we can reach out and what different ways we can reach out so we're still staying connected to the campus. All right, our next person we have is Rita.
Hi. I just wanted to say, Dr. Curry, I see the changes and it's looking good. Thank you. And also, is there a way to protect the firewall from getting these scams? I mean, I know they're scams when they're coming through right away. And I just said we should maybe have some protection on that email going to all the students because, you know, doesn't look good.
That, you know, I will fall back on our IT staff, but they've been doing some different securities or additional securities the last couple of months regards to this. But it just, you know, certain people, certain scams are just, these tech people are good, right? And so we're trying our best to block as much as possible. But some of these people know it's good. I've been scammed, right?
Yeah.
And employees, when they see emails from me, they check to make sure it's my email address from Compton. There's people that has a Keith Curry email and they use other names. They use another email, but it's not my email. But when it comes in, it shows like it's coming from me. So then people believe it's my email. So it's these scammers. It's real. And so I'm just learning how to work in this environment.
Okay. I had a second question. What you said that the physical ed department is being revamped, the building there. Are they gonna do anything with the pool, or are they getting rid of it?
Yeah, so the plan that we got funded is over $40 million project, half of it paid for by Compton City College District, is a new gymnasium and also a new swimming pool, locker rooms for men and women. Yay! And so it's in the state budget. We're just waiting for the budget to be signed. And once that's done, we can start with the next phase of the planning for the facility. And so we're hoping with the next two, maybe 3 years to be the project to be completed, because it goes through with the design phase. Then you have to get approved from DSA, Division of State Architects. And then once you get approved from DSA, then you can move forward with the construction phase. So hopefully within the next, depends on the approval dates. So within the next year and a half, we can have some construction. But that means we have to be very lucky from the design, DSA approval. So we're really trying to get that project done.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you, Rita. Appreciate it. Next one we have is Yazik.
Okay, excellent. I actually thought of another brief question while we were waiting. It came up. Was that equity program? Was that official? That equity?
Yeah, that was official, and people signed up for that. We gave out, I think it was like $50,000 through Ed Equity. I don't know who got it. They're still pulling data for that. We have some additional money that we're looking at probably releasing for the summer and also for the fall. We're just trying to spread it out so more people are able to participate.
Oh, okay, because they had told me no, but I was just wondering if that was official or if that was, but okay,
Yeah.
cool.
It also depends on when you signed up too, right? Because the money went fast.
Hey, Kevin, I remember your classmate.
Yeah, just to touch on your comment, the equity thing is legit. I signed up for it and I just got the money a couple days ago.
All right, congratulations on that. I was just trying to make sure. But
Yeah.
that was my addition, my other question. But my other question was, are there any software resources available for students, more specifically like in the graphics arena that could help us with assembling something for a project we need for like a final, things that Word can't do, you know? Are there any? I've heard that before, that somebody said I might want to talk to the IT department. I sent them an email.
Depends on what type of work you're trying to do. Send Chris Perez an email, and then he can probably follow back up with regards to your question. Because I use different programs, right? But I don't have graphic skills. But so it all depends on what you're trying to do. So I think you can work through with Chris to try to figure out exactly what you're trying to do, and we try to get you some type of help.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you, Yazik. And just so everybody's aware, my email is the letter C Perez @compton.edu. We'll also put that in chat as well. Our next question that we have is from Nathan.
Hello, Dr. Curry. My question is, I got an email this morning from Bank Mobile claiming that Compton is sending me $350. They also sent me a text. I applied for the equity payment and I received that already. I was not aware that financial aid was sending out any more money to students.
That's CARES Act.
I thought the equity was the CARES Act.
No, Ed Equity was separate from that. We did the Ed Equity through our student equity achievement dollars. So then the 350 is from financial aid. That's the CARES Act. So that's legit.
Okay, that's legit. All right, that was my question. Thank you, sir.
Our plan this semester was to put as much money as possible in students' hands and provide food, provide laptops, provide Wi-Fi hotspots. And what's good about today, it's good to hear students say they received the Ed Equity because just roll that out. We're the first community college in California who utilizes software. And so I'm excited about where we're headed with Ed Equity because there's some additional partnership we can be able to do to be able to get money in our students' hands.
Is it too late, Dr. Curry, to apply?
The money, yeah, it's gone, the first part. But we're gonna do another phase in the fall. They want to do some for summer and also for fall. But for this semester, we're done. And so just stay on the lookout. And once the email comes out, sign up very quickly.
Yeah, please
Thank you.
read those emails. Please get into the habit of doing it at least once a day, because that's where we pull all our information. Our next question we have is from Willie.
My second question was, first, like for the laptops, the loan laptops, like I having like troubles for the laptops. It could, like my Zoom with my teachers and stuff try to talk to me. It be like freezing a lot, and I'm not gonna check that with the IT guy already, but the laptops keep messing up.
Which are you talking about? The college? Which lap? Are you talking about the laptops that we loan for students? The laptop loan program?
Yeah, that's how long. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, so and it also could be about regards to internet access. One thing that we're going to be doing when we start purchasing laptops again is really looking at the quality of the laptops we purchase to make sure that we're getting computers a little bit more better quality for students. That was one of the concerns that I heard. And so this semester we had to find what was available. But next, as we move forward, we'll continue to try to get better quality of laptops for our students. But it also connects to the Wi-Fi and what Wi-Fi you're using as well. But we want to improve the technology we put in your hands. What I learned from COVID-19, I think I mentioned it last time, is that we have to make sure we're putting technology in our students and our staff's hands, but also too, we're providing adequate training for our students and our staff of how to utilize the technology. And so that to me is important, regardless of COVID. As we move forward as a college, we have to make sure we're putting technology in our students' hands and also in our employees' hands. And it's quality.
And the second question, like, I had trouble with my class. The one remember at the meeting, the meeting we was in with everybody else. Like some teachers don't like respond to emails back to the issue that we have in class, but don't some teachers don't check emails. They don't respond back.
So what we did the last time, we sent an email out to the faculty in regards to that. And in my message tomorrow, I will state again that students have concerns, or it was voiced regards to responding to students' requests. And I'll put in my newsletter tomorrow to the faculty again. But I want to make sure people know, I don't feel that it's every faculty member is not being responsive. I think there's a certain instances where certain situations where students are not getting that feedback from the faculty. But I feel that our faculty have done a heavy lift regards to going online, and they're trying to follow back up with students as much as possible. So there's certain situations where people are not following up, but we'll send another reminder out, especially when it goes close to the end of the semester.
My last question. So how about like, so I was saying, how about do like a student forum? So I know, so the students know who I am. Like they can ask, like email me the questions, I can present it to the board. So how would that come into place for me?
So the problem is your tenure as student trustee expires in 3 days.
Yeah, I know that. I know that, but last time you didn't ask my question about the last time.
Was that your question from last time? Did you want to do a student forum?
Yeah.
Okay. So the way it works is you should work with Chris Perez to be able to do that, to take the questions for the students. But you have to work with Chris Perez to have that scheduled.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, Willie. Our next person is Kevin Quincy Jones. Go ahead, Kevin.
Hey, Dr. Curry, sorry about that. I was trying to turn my mute off and had a lot happening at the same time. I was wondering if there are any plans for educator and staff appreciation days coming up when we can get back on campus.
When we get back on campus, there's gonna be a lot of different type of events we're gonna do. But this next Thursday, we have the Classified Professional Development Day. This year, we have Faculty Appreciation Week, Staff Appreciation Week was last week. So we weren't able to do too much because of the COVID-19, but we have to look at what we can do next. Once we're able to be back on campus, how can we do some celebrations? That's on the list.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. Our next question is from Laura Perez.
I don't have no more questions. I just wanted to know the construction. Did it have? We were doing a lot of construction when we had to leave. Is it still going on, or did they have to stop also?
They're still going. We got 3 construction projects going on right now.
All right, thank you, Laura. Next one we have is Ruth. Ruth, are you there?
Unmute. I unmuted myself. Hello, Heather answered my question. Thank you very much, Chris.
Oh, you're welcome. All right, we will do one last call out for questions. I know we're getting close to the end of our time, so if you have a question that you want to ask Dr. Curry in these last minute or so, feel free to type it in chat.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have a question. Hi. Yeah, I was trying to, my name is Tracy Taylor. I was trying to, also, by the way, Dr. Curry, I actually went to that Every Table place, and the food was not good. I'm so sorry, but it wasn't good. I tried it. I didn't like it, but I'm glad I tried it though. But it was too bland for me, and there was like no seasoning whatsoever. And they wouldn't allow me to get other things. They only had like a specific menu that I could go from or something like that. So it wasn't like I could pick whatever I wanted inside of the restaurant. I could only get like a salad that they had or whatever hot meal that they had or something like that. So I wasn't able to just try whatever I wanted to try. Is that normal?
Yeah, I don't know the whole process, but there's a certain menu that we have for our students at the $5 per meal. But I like the food, so I don't know. I hear different mixed results about the food. I like it. Maybe.
Yeah, because you told me to try the jerk chicken, and I didn't get a chance to try that. It wasn't even there. No, it wasn't even there. And then she told me I couldn't have it anyway because it wasn't on the particular menu for Compton College students. So I wasn't even able to try that.
So let's do this. When as the cafeteria will be ran by Every Table next year. So let me say this: when they come on campus, we'll go to lunch in the cafeteria, and we would try a couple of different meals, and it's on me.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
And
so now my question is, okay. All right, that's cool. So my question is, I was trying to get online, and I had registered on the 26th for my summer class communications, but one thing said Compton and the other one said off-site, and I didn't know what off-site was, and I knew what Compton was, but I know that we're not able to go to school on campus, so I was kind of confused on that.
For summer?
Yeah, and then also what had happened is when I tried to go, at first it said it was like 29 out of 32 seats available, but then when I actually went on, it was like no seats. I mean, all the seats were available. At first I was like, okay, because my time wasn't until 12 o'clock that afternoon. So I thought that I wasn't going to be able to get in. But then when I actually did enroll in the class, I saw that really nobody was in the class. So I'm wondering, is there a certain capacity of students that you have to have in order to keep the class going, or whoever's in the class enrolled, they'll be able to just have the class?
So there's two questions.
So
There's
that
two
was the
parts.
second question.
So there's two parts to the
Right.
second question. The first part is that there are some classes that were listed, all classes are online, but some were listed as off-site based off of they're being offered at the local high schools, and those were specifically for high school students. So you when you're talking about off-site, that means the majority of them were for classes that are at the high school. So we try to let people know that majority of the students in the class will be high school students. However, with it being online, you still have high school students in the class, but that's why you saw the off-site. So that answers the first question. The second part about it, we do have a minimum number. I want to say by the June 18th, I think, is that we have a policy regards to classes and cancellation, and our date for the summer session, the first 6 week, and also the 8-week session is Wednesday, June 17th, regards to low enroll. So the key is to enroll now, and we're monitoring enrollment every single day.
Oh, okay, yeah, because school's supposed to start for summer on Monday, right?
No, Monday, June 22nd.
Oh, it's the 22nd. Well, because one said June 6th to August 13th.
No, summer session does not start until June 22nd.
Oh, June 22nd to when?
June 22nd, there's different sessions for the summer, but so for summer session, let me just pull it up real quick. And this is all posted online as well, just so you know. Give me 1 second. I was just looking at this today.
Okay, and then also I did my ed plan with my counselor, David Turcott, who's also my human development teacher. And I was not able to get back in and see my ed plan. It keeps saying username and password, and I'm putting in my Compton email and my password, but it's not allowing me to get back in. Do you know? And I closed out the site, went back in and all that, and I'm not able to see my ed plan so I could see what classes I want to get back into for summer as well as fall.
So that's a question for Chris Perez, and we'll follow back up on that. So for summer session, we'll let you know June 22nd through July 30th is the first 6 week. Then we have an 8-week session, June 22nd through August 13th. And then the second 6 week starts July 6th through August 13th.
Okay, so it's 3 sessions. Okay, so everything is going to be online though.
Correct.
And like you said, if it's off-site, that means that the class is online, but most of the students will be Hollywood High School students that have graduated or that are still in high school.
Yes, these are students that are still in high school.
Oh, so they're just taking extra classes, I mean, like for college credits or something, right?
Correct.
Oh, okay. And then, so Compton is for the students that are already graduated and that are just regular Compton College students, correct?
But you're going to have some high school students in your classes on campus as well. So on the online classes, I wouldn't worry about that. I think what's important for you is to find a class that you want and you register for it now.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tracy.
Okay.
So that's going to go ahead and wrap up our Q&A portion. I just want to very briefly show you a statement from ASB, just wanting them to let you all know. It's something you can read too if you want to look at it. But just an ASB statement to all the students, just saying that they understand that this is a big transition, and just to know that they're there to support you in whatever way they can. And they listed their email at the bottom. So if you have any concerns, questions, comments for the ASB, please use that email at the bottom, and then from there we can make sure that ASB gets it and they're able to respond to you. So that's going to be it for us. So as Dr. Curry has mentioned, this is my email. So if you have any sorts of follow-ups, any sort of questions, comments, concerns about everything, please feel free to reach out to me. My email at the bottom is cperez@compton.edu. I just want to thank my facilitators, Andre and Heather, and I also want to thank Dr. Curry for taking an hour out of his day, which is a very long time, to come and speak to students and really give you all the opportunity to speak directly with him in regards to questions, comments, concerns, and other ways that we can definitely reach out to students and really engage with them, because we've all transitioned to virtual and we don't necessarily know how to do this now. So any feedback we can get from students as we figured out on our end is definitely appreciated, because we do want that student perspective and sort of decisions that we make. So I just want to thank you all again for coming. Hopefully we'll do this again, and we'll see you at the next one. Good day.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Have a great day. Be safe.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. See you guys in graduation, whoever's graduating.
Oh yeah, see you there.
Okay, peace out.
Yes.
What?
Peace
Class
out.
of 2020. What?
Yep.